Woo! Alright, y'all, that was it. Gucci versus Jeezy, it's a wrap. The full review, okay, so it's supposed to start at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Shit didn't start till like 8:30. You know these rap niggas is late. These niggas will be late to their own funeral. Uh, I was worried about how, if it was even gonna go down. I felt like Jeezy's energy was more chill and on some grown shit. But you know, this is after 24 hours after he had just dissed Freddie and 50. But Gucci was on one, man. Gucci had on that outfit, $10,000 outfit. He stood up the whole time. Started off with the Gucci Man versus Jeezy diss. Gucci was not fucking around, man. He had a point to prove. Like I say, they went back and forth, man. The records was dope the way they bounced off of each other. Like I say, I felt like this was a better matchup than Jeezy versus T.I., even though I would have watched that also. You got 1.6 million watching live on the gram, not including people who watched on Apple or Revolt, whatever the hell else you watched it from. I mean, they're about to head to the compound in Atlanta and have an after party. You know what I'm saying? VIP tables, $2,400. This shit is crazy. It was some awkward moments at some point when Gucci's brought up Jeezy's dead homeboy that, you know, died and resulted in this beef. That was kind of awkward. It was a couple times when Gucci was taking some shots at Jeezy, and I was like, oh shit. And Jeezy was kind of getting mad and was sitting in his seat. And he took off his mink coat, and Jeezy had on the black bandana and the jersey. And Gucci was like, man, you still dressed like the 2000s. Like, Gucci just took cheap shots the whole time. This shit was hilarious. But one thing I will say is I don't really get into who won. Like I said, until Versus comes up with a judge panel and they actually come up with a verdict at the end of it, then I'll get into who won. To me, both of them, I guess the culture won. And I hate that whole for the culture thing, but I guess the culture won. It was a concert, you know what I mean? It was a concert. It was two trap rappers who influenced that genre 15 years ago in the making, and that's what it was. I didn't really look at it like who won this round, who won that round. You know, Gucci started off hot, and then Jeezy built up. Now, Jeezy basically played half of his first album and was living off that. And then Gucci was like, man, quit playing that old shit, man. I got current hits. And Gucci got a point. He do got more current hits than Jeezy. And he played the current stuff. Did that. And then there was that moment at the end that capped it off where, because I had left for a second and I came back and they was performing So Icy. I was like, oh, seriously, that shit is kind of staged. Like, okay, y'all gonna end it with So Icy, and Jeezy had the verse that really made the record, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Jeezy, the Snowman. You know, when I was in high school, 15 years old, when that album came out, that half of my homeboys, everybody was getting suspended for wearing that shirt. You know, and I was selling those CDs, those Thug Motivation one-on-one CDs, man, made me some bread. Shout out to Jeezy for that. You know what I mean? But him and Gucci closed it out, and, you know, it looked like they basically squashed the beef. Jeezy was like, you know what, I respect you, blah, 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 meet us at the compound. So that was a good feeling. That was a classic moment, seeing Gucci and Jeezy perform the song that, you know, really introduced Jeezy to a lot of us, both of them, because I never heard of either one of them until that song came out. And I used to hate that song. I hated the hook, but I liked the song, if that made any sense. You know, it was, you know, the highlights, I would say, like I say, Gucci played most of his street records. Jeezy was playing a lot of commercial shit, like the joint put on with Kanye and, you know, Go Crazy with Jay. Jeezy was, you know, playing the hits. Gucci played some hits, but he blended it in perfectly with a lot of the mixtape cuts, like All White Bricks, I'm a Dog, and shit like that. So it was cool, man, you know what I mean? But one thing I've seen, like, I wouldn't even say Jeezy's more lyrical than Gucci, because neither one of them are really lyrical, depending on what your standards of lyrical is. But Jeezy is more universally respected or liked than Gucci. It seems I don't know too many people outside of the South that are big Gucci fans, but I know a lot of people from all over that dig Jeezy, always have. So it's like Jeezy had the popular advantage. Plus, you know, you got the Def Jam machine behind him. He's got a job at Def Jam now. You got Jay behind you. You got features with Jay-Z, you know. So Gucci doesn't have that. But Gucci does have hits with, you know, current artists like Mariah Carey. He did a joint with her. He did a joint with God, what's them little cats' names? That did that song. Damn, what's the name? I can't think of it right now. I'm so fly, whatever. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, Gucci's got his thing, but you know, he's more of like a true Southern artist. You know, I don't even think he played that one song. I'm making love to the money line of interstate. He didn't even play that I heard. You know what I mean? But you know, Jeezy's just more universally loved than Gucci. So hits wise, you know, with certain songs. But I give Gucci credit for hanging in there and not letting it get lopsided or getting just flat out just out of hand. You know what I mean? You never felt like, man, Jeezy washing this nigga. Now you got some diehard Jeezy fans that probably felt like that. You got some diehard Gucci fans. I got homeboys on Facebook right now arguing over this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, whatever. Until Versus comes up with a real, like, competitive atmosphere, then I'll look at it like that. But as a fan, it was a dope moment, I guess, for the culture. You know, the culture won the night, I guess. But yeah, you know, that was a big look. The So Icy at the end of the battle, that was dope. That was worth it. That probably was the best hip hop versus right there with. I don't want to be prisoner of the moment. Was it better than DMX versus Snoop? But yeah, I guess. I don't know. I'm not ready to say if it was better than X and Snoop because they just tap into that 90s nostalgia that I just don't think these Gucci and Jeezy can't do that. But I mean, it was dope. It was definitely a good versus, man. Let me know what y'all think if y'all watch Gucci versus Jeezy on Versus tonight.